You ever see that shit at the zoo when they build like one of those enclosures for like a leopard or a lion, and they think that it can't get out, and then one day they realize like, oh, it can get out. It was just never mad enough to want to get out. And somebody goes to the zoo and they start fucking with the thing. And, once a big cat just decides, you know what? I believe I have to kill you. There is nothing anybody can do unless they're sitting there with a giant fucking gun and they're a good shot. Did you ever hear that story? Those kids were taunting that fucking tiger. Was it in San Francisco? I don't know what they were saying. I don't know if they were fucking, if the tiger was woke and he didn't like their politics. Let's see. Kids taught. How do you spell taunt? You don't spell it like that. Kids taunt tiger, San Francisco. Tiger that mauled 3 teens at San Francisco. Did the tiger get a little teardrop tattoo before they killed it? The tiger that mauled 3 teens at San Francisco Zoo appears to have been provoked. This was 10 years ago. A female Siberian tiger killed in a hail of police gunfire after fatally mauling a man at the San Francisco Zoo on Christmas Day 2007 likely was provoked into leaping and clawing out of its enclosure, a federal investigator said in the documents obtained by the Associated Press. First of all, can we just stop for a second and just realize the story that those police officers have? For the rest of their lives, when they retire, I was a police officer. Oh, were you? And somebody tries to tell some crazy story. I had this perp, he rolled up on him 4 a.m, stealing a car stereo. That's a fucking 80s thing to do, but whatever. Got into a gun battle. Oh, yeah? Is that what you did? I took my Glock out and I killed a fucking tiger. After it mauled 3 people at the zoo. All right. The tiger named Tatiana killed 17-year-old, I'm not going to say the person's name, and injured his friends, brothers, 2 brothers that were with him, leaving claw marks etched in the asphalt and claw fragments in the bushes of its pen. Claw marks were also discovered near the top of the enclosure, which was lower than federal safety standards dictate, showing that the big cat was able to get enough leverage to pull itself out. I bet that tiger was working out at night when none of the fucking zookeepers were looking, doing fucking pull-ups in the human flag. It appears the tiger was able to jump from the bottom of the dry moat to the top of the wall and gain enough pressure over the top to pull herself out over the moat wall. With my knowledge of tiger behavior, I cannot imagine a tiger trying to jump out of its enclosure unless it was provoked. Yeah, I remember reading about this story, and this fucking tiger got out of this thing, and there was all these innocent people who didn't do shit to the tiger, and they were like, oh my God, oh my, screaming bloody murder, and the tiger ran by all of them, trying to find this specific kid. Like this had nothing to do with any use, all right? He came back like the gunslinger. When he walks into the saloon and everybody knows there's going to be a gunfight, and all the regular people that churn butter and just fucking plow the fields behind oxen all stand up slowly and back out of the fucking bar until it's just the badass loner and the fucking piece of shit that did him wrong. That's what happened at that zoo. Except instead of Clint Eastwood or Charles Bronson, it was a tiger. It's fucking ridiculous that they had to kill the tiger. They should have been yelling at those kids. Well, see, that's why you don't fuck with the tiger. All right, sorry.